I'm such a weirdo.
I am so weird.
Making banana cake, making banana cake, it tastes so good. Hey, it's your girl Liv here with S&H in the kitchen. Welcome back. So you clicked on this video because you're probably tired of just your humdrum banana bread too. Well, if you are, then stay tuned. I have a delicious spiced banana cake to share with you. It's pretty much the same thing as a banana bread, but what I find is that they tend to be pretty claggy. If you are kind of over it and want to try something different and something new, do stay tuned, subscribe, hit that like button, give this guy a thumbs up, and let's get started.
Want the full recipe? Check the link in the description below.
So to get started, what we're gonna go ahead and do is mash our bananas and get our butter creamy. Now, if you want the most banana flavor out of your cake, you're gonna want to weight your bananas out. They'll go from that gradient of being that beautiful, luscious yellow to getting spotty with some brown spots, and then eventually you'll get something like this, where they basically look like they're going to fall apart. And these look decrepit. They don't look like they should be eaten, but this is when your banana is the ripest and the sweetest. I highly recommend definitely weighting your bananas out to give you the maximum flavor. I'm gonna go ahead and add in a couple of things to your mashed bananas. 1 cup of milk, and so I love this hack of using pumpkin pie spice because you have all of the components that you would want out of the warm spice mix, but you really can just get away with the one. And it seems kind of weird to be like, oh, pumpkin spice mix, but if you're like me and you get that big jar from Trader Joe's once a year, it's kind of like, well, what do you do with it afterwards? This is a perfect application for it. So in our little container here, in our little pumpkin pie spice, some additional cinnamon, cardamom, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala. And we're just going to use all of those flavors to kind of really amplify and give our banana cake something different and make it so warm and lovely. It's like the nice hug you want right before fall. That's kind of the flavor profile that we're going with. Once you get everything mixed up, it's going to look kind of like a hot mess. Set her aside and we'll come back to Susan later. Start by creaming our butter and breaking it up until we have a nice light texture. It has doubled in volume and it looks beautiful. Now we're going to add in our cup of sugar and our tablespoon of molasses. I love the flavor that molasses brings to my bakes. I have really just been so floored by like this earthy, smoky, it's just, it adds a depth of flavor, like things to another level. So in addition, we're also gonna add in our vanilla bean paste. I always just recommend that you get the good stuff. Ooh. Our butter sugar mix is done creaming. We're gonna turn our attention really quick to our flour mix. So what I went ahead and did was incorporated our salt, baking soda, baking powder into our flour, and just gave it a little bit of a run through with a fork just to incorporate everything. So I went ahead and beat my butter and sugar for about 4 minutes. I did that simply because I wanted to incorporate as much air as possible into my butter mix. It's just gonna create a lighter cake all around. So we're going to now move on and add in our eggs. We're gonna do this one at a time, thoroughly beat them in between each egg. So I'm gonna just go ahead and add in our bananas. I'm just gonna give this a quick little kind of stir around here before I start adding in our flour. And this is just to help ensure that when I add in my flour, it's not just gonna go everywhere, and it's not gonna incorporate well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add her in. Low and slow at this point, people. You do not need a plume of flour in your face, and I definitely can't afford it with this lipstick today. So I always recommend just beating everything until it's just combined. Okay, so I stopped using the electric mixer right before everything was fully incorporated. It's just a little bit that's left to kind of just mix and stir through by hand, just to make sure that I didn't I didn't overbeat it. I'm actually going to be baking our cake today in something a little unconventional. I'm going to be using my cast iron skillet. I like to bake this at 325 and I set my timer for about 45 minutes. And that's when I start going in and just checking and seeing, is it done yet? Which is always my favorite part. The waiting, not my favorite part, but you know, once it's ready to go and once you've like gotten there, it's so good. We're just gonna smooth out the top, cook's treat, and we're gonna pop this into our oven. Like I said, I just set my timer for 45 minutes and then I'll start checking it with bamboo skewer. In the meantime, I'm gonna clean up my mess and work, read a book, watch some YouTube videos, procrastinate, all of the above. All right, our banana cake is out of the oven. It smells glorious. It looks absolutely delicious. It's nice and warm. And I don't know about you, but I am a sucker for warm banana cake, bread, anything. So, should we try this? I think we should try it. Let's try it. All right. Cutting this like I don't even know how to use a knife, girl. Doing things on camera is like legit so terrifying because it makes you question everything. Makes you wonder like, oh, am I capable? Can I actually do this? Is this gonna look okay? Are people going to come at me in the comments for looking like a douchebag? Joy. That's literally what this cake is. Y'all need to make this. But I'll tell you this much, you'll be so happy that this is gonna be added to your repertoire, so do yourself a favor. Next time you have some super overripe bananas and you wanna make some banana bread, but you don't wanna make banana bread, make this guy. She is amazing, absolutely delicious. So thank you again for hanging out with me today. It's been a pleasure. If you liked this video, have made it this far, like, subscribe, hit that thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and let me know, did you make this? Are you gonna make this? What's your favorite version of banana bread? Put it in the comments down below. And if you wanna see more videos, pantry cooking, easy recipes, definitely subscribe to this space and keep watching because I have a bunch of wonderful content that I'm gonna make just for you. Till next time, this is Liv in my kitchen.